Okay, no sweat, no sweat. Shalom, Israel. I'm gonna give everybody a couple minutes to get up in the class. All right. Right fast, Shadiah. Can you hold me Judges, right? The 16th chapter.
Yeah, come.
Right. Hold that. We're gonna get into Samson today, right? And how dealing with a heathen woman or a whore can destroy a righteous man. All right. I'm going to give everybody a couple of minutes to get up in there. If anybody have any questions, go ahead and type it in. All right. So Judges the 16th chapter. Let's see what else goes on. Wow, sir. Appreciate it, Cat. Also, we're gonna get into Jezebel, right? We're gonna get into her as well in Revelation the 2nd chapter. All right, when you get a chance, let me get a water your diet focus off.
Come.
I appreciate it. All right, I appreciate it. All right, right fast, right. Before we go to Judges, give me Tobit, right? The 4th chapter and verse 12.
Come.
So what we're gonna do, Israel, we're gonna go inside the Bible, right, and prove how the Lord never intended us to marry outside of our races. You understand? You read about many kings in the Bible, right? King Solomon. We're gonna read about Samson tonight, right? And how when we decided to cleave and join and make a covenant unto a nation that is not our people, that destroyed us. You understand? You read Hosea 4 and 6, right? The Lord said, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." The knowledge inside this book, God wants us to be a separated nation of people. God don't want us, marrying the oppressors. God don't want the oppressors marrying our people, our daughters or our sons. When you read this Bible, this book is a holy book. You understand me? And this book was written so we can be a holy nation of people, meaning we are supposed to live separate. You understand me? Than everybody else, right? So now we're gonna get into the law, right? And prove that interracial marriages is not of the Most High God. Read Tobit chapter 4 and verse 12.
Come. Tobit chapter 4 and verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
Now the Lord said, chiefly, right? Take a wife of the seed of thy fathers. Now, who is our fathers, right? We're going to get into it. Read on.
Come. And take not a strange woman to wife.
See that the Lord said, take not a strange woman to wife. Now, who would be considered a strange woman? Someone that ain't come from your father. You understand me? A stranger. Somebody that you don't know. Somebody that you ain't grow up with. You understand me? Take not a strange woman to wife. You understand me? When we read in this Bible, throughout the whole entire Bible, Nehemiah was coming at Israel, man. Why? For marrying outside of our races when it was never intended to be like that. You understand me? The Lord said, beware of all whoredom, my son, and take a wife, right, of the seed of your fathers. Read on.
Come. Which is not of thy father's tribe. For we are the children of the prophets.
So anybody that is not on the 12 tribe chart, right? If they ain't black, Hispanic, or First Nation man or woman, you cannot date them and you cannot marry them. When I say marry them, right fast, give me Exodus 22 and 16, right? Because a lot of us don't understand what marriage is. You understand me? When I say don't marry them, according to God, right, sex is marriage, right? Meaning sexual intercourse is marriage. When a When a black woman give her body to an oppressor, then she just married that oppressor. Because according to God, sexual intercourse is marriage. So when the Lord is telling us to marry a wife, right, or a son, right, marry somebody of your family, meaning you cannot have sex with anybody that is outside the 12 tribe chart, right? Read Exodus 22 and 16 right fast, Yediah.
Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16. Mm-hmm. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her.
All right, now, not betrothed means she's not engaged. Today in America means she's not talking to anybody. She's not promised to anybody, right? Read on.
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
All right, read that again from the top.
Exodus chapter 22 verse 16.
Uh-huh.
And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her.
And do what?
And lie with her.
All right, we all know what lie with her mean. You understand me? Y'all in that bed. Y'all ain't just, talking and whispering. You understand me? Lie with her, meaning, hey, you didn't have sex with her. So now you entice a maid. A maid is a woman. You understand me? And you lie with her. You have sex with her. Read on.
He shall endow her to be his wife.
Now, endow means now it's official. You understand me? So when you read about marriage in the Bible, you can go back to Tobit 4 and 12, right? Marriage in the Bible is sexual intercourse. Right. You understand me? So now the Lord said in Tobit 4 and 12, right, to not marry somebody that's outside of your race. Meaning Becky may talk good, she may look good, but according to God, right, according to the Most High, it is a sin to have sex with anybody outside of your race, knowing that sex is marriage. All right, read Tobit 4 and 12 from the top again.
Tobit chapter 4 verse 12. Mm-hmm. Beware of all whoredom, my son, mm-hmm. and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy father.
Yeah, you can only take a wife from the seed of your father, meaning your family. You understand me? Don't run away from those girls in the hood. God damn, man, you go to Beverly Hills, man, looking for Becky. You understand me? That's unlawful according to God. And if I could, right, the Lord, like he said in Zephaniah 2 and 1, he said, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. How the hell can we gather together if we worry about the next snow bunny I'm going to marry? You understand me? Or you be like Jeezy, right? Jeezy married but she a Moabite, a Chinese woman, man. You understand me? You the thug man and all that, man. 102. You understand me? Trap or die too. And God damn, it's supposed to be trap or die to your people, man. You understand me? But of course, us as a people, we don't understand the law. We don't understand brotherhood. You understand me? It is unbrotherly for a black man to go take an African to wife, or to have sex with an African, or to be with an African, or to be with a Chinese woman, or a Japanese woman, or a oppressor woman. According to God, God gave us a law, right, that we can only deal with our family. And if they are not our family, then we have just transgressed against the Most High God. Let's read on.
Come. And take not a strange woman to wife.
Read that again, please.
Come. And take not a strange woman to wife.
All right, so now this is a strange woman, right? Read the next line.
Come. Which is not of thy father's tribe.
Meaning, if she wasn't in slavery, man, you understand me, during the transatlantic slave trade, if she ain't suffer like you, if she ain't of your bloodline, your lineage, your kin, flesh to my flesh, bone to my bone, you cannot deal with her. Okay, let's read on.
Come. For we are the children of the prophets.
Now, because we are the children of the prophets, right? God said that we should live holy. We should live separate. You understand me? From everybody else. The Lord also said, and right fast, hold that. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and verse 3. You understand me? It is all in the law. When we mix our seeds, man, with these other nations, number one, it makes it hard for the child. You understand me? Can you imagine the child having a white mother? You understand me? Having a black daddy? Now it is going to be more difficult for that child to come in the truth, knowing how the Lord feels about the oppressors and how they are going into slavery and how that they are, the devil that the Bible speaks of. They are the people that the Lord created to be crooked, to be evil, and to destroy this earth. So now when you go ahead and put your son or your daughter in that situation, now you just made it harder for them. You understand me? Which while the Lord said, we are the children of the prophets, man. The Lord also said, train thy child up, man, in the way that he or she should go, and they should not depart from thee. Like all of our young men, our young daughters, they should know. Hey, I know coming up, man, when I was young, it ain't no way in hell I was gonna bring a white woman in my house. You understand me? My mother and my daddy was gonna look at me funny as hell. But of course, it ain't like that today in America. Today in America, it's like, man, days that went by, you die. Now it's like, man, you gotta oppress a woman or you gotta oppress a man. Now you can hit the lottery. You understand me? Not knowing that dealing with these other nations, you are going to worship their gods. You understand me? Can you imagine being with a oppressor, right? And you saying, I'm not celebrating the 4th of July? When that's her heritage. You understand me? That's what she believes in. And when we deal with the other nations, we forget about who we are. We forget about our people, man. We forget about our heritage and all the atrocities that our people have went through, man, for over 400 plus years. Go ahead, read Deuteronomy 7:3.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 3. Mm-hmm. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
God said, neither shall thou make marriages with them. Go up to 7:1 so we can get the context of it, all right?
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 1.
Uh-huh.
When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land, mm-hmm. whether thou goest to possess it, mm-hmm. and have cast out many nations before thee, mm-hmm. the Hittites, mm-hmm. and the Girgashites.
Now these are African nations. You understand me? These are the Hamites according to the Bible, right? These are the people that are descendant or came from Ham, okay? Africans. Read on.
The Amorites, mm-hmm. and the Canaanites,
go ahead,
and the Perizzites,
uh-huh.
the Hittites, mm-hmm. and the Jebusites.
Go ahead. All African nations. Go ahead.
7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
Read on.
And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, mm-hmm. thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
Now you see how hardcore the Most High is. The Lord saying, listen, man, if I bring these other nations before you, remember the Most High is a man of war. You understand me? The Most High ain't no punk, man. Ain't no sucker. The Most High is not a woman. God damn, the woman is God. I guess the woman got to be everything. You understand me? She's your mother. She's your daddy. You understand me? According to them, and now the black woman is God. Listen, man, the Lord said to smite them, okay? To put them in their place. The Lord ain't say love these Africans. Because when you read Exodus, the 7th chapter, right? The Lord said he made a difference between the Egyptians and the Israelites because we are not the same people, and the Most High knows it, man. He set it up that way. So now he's saying, when I bring these other nations to you, you smite them, you kill them, and you leave it just like that. Okay? Read on.
Come. Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
Now the Lord's saying what? You cannot make no agreements with them. Listen, the Native American Indians, man, they found out the hard way. You understand me? Making a covenant with these other nations, man, they will not keep no agreements, man. You understand me? For a long time, we are still waiting for 40 acres and a mule, man. They lied and said that they would give it to us, but of course they are not. God is telling us here, don't make no covenants with these people, okay? Read on.
Nor show mercy unto them.
But listen, don't spare, the little African child. Listen, you're supposed to see that little baby and chop his head off. Man, you may say, man, why would God want that? God damn. Maybe because he's a man of war and he said to do it. He said, smite them. Don't spare them. Don't have mercy on them. Because when you look at these other nations and all the pain that they have put us through for 400 plus years, have they showed us mercy? Have they gave us a land? Did they give us anything? Listen, all these other nations on this planet, man, they have businesses. They have wealth. They are prospering in America. And when I look at our people, what I see, right, that we cannot get out the dirt. We still can't. You understand me? No matter how much we try, no matter how hard we could work 8 to 10 hours a day, and that's still hard. You understand me? Still suffering, still could barely survive, still could barely, feed our children. The Lord telling us here, right? Don't have no mercy on them. Right. Obey me and obey me only. Okay? Let's read on.
Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
And then the Lord said, listen, y'all better leave those Africans alone. You understand? Don't be making no African babies. What the hell is that? You understand me? The Lord look at that like, yo, I taught you better than that, son. You understand me? Don't make no marriages with them. Meaning, if you are an Israelite, right? And if you descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the chosen seed of the Most High God, then it is unlawful for you to lie down with an African. It is unlawful for you to lie down with an oppressor, to lie down with any other nation that is not from the children of Israel, the 12 lost tribes, okay? Any more on that? Go ahead.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Now, we're supposed to be teaching our daughters this. Listen, man, don't give a daughter of Zion to African or oppressor. You understand me? Because the other nations, man, they will destroy us. You understand? If you think we on drugs, go and deal with a white man if you want. They are more on drugs than us. You understand me? We like to smoke a little weed, man. The oppressors in them, they love cocaine, pills. You understand me? It comes from them. Like the Lord said, we supposed to teach our daughters, hey, daughter, you holy, man. You understand me? You special. You understand me? African, look at you. You're supposed to look at that African like, what? What? Like, what the hell is this, man? What's going on? You looking at me? I'm a daughter of Zion. And us as fathers and mothers, man, we supposed to teach our daughters this. The Lord said you cannot give your daughters unto their sons. Go read on.
Nor his daughter shalt thou give to thy son.
Nor his daughter you give it unto your son. Meaning the black man or black boy is supposed to know at 3 years old, I'm special and they are not. You understand me? Simple as that. I can deal with my people and I cannot deal with any other nation of people. You understand me? The black man, your sperm is holy. You understand me? Jesus Christ came from a black man's sperm. Right. King David came from a black man's sperm. King Solomon came from a black man's sperm. You understand me? And to, mix that sperm and put it in, the filth of another nation is so disgusting in the sight of the Most High God. Which is why we're going to get into it later on, right? Which is why the Lord said it is abomination unto him to do such a thing. All right? Any more on that? All right, let's go back to Tobit 4 and 12 from the top, please. Once again, if anybody have any questions, go ahead and type it in. All right, and on Lord allow, I can get to it tonight. All right, we're going to go to the book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 12.
Tobit chapter 4, verse 12. Mm-hmm. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
Yeah, and chiefly take a wife, a woman. Okay, wife and woman is the same thing in Hebrew. Take a wife or a woman of the seed of your tribe. Read on.
And take not a strange woman to wife.
Don't take a heathen woman. A strange woman here is a heathen woman. You cannot take a heathen woman to wife. Read on. And if I could, right? I don't know why any black man want to take a heathen woman to wife anyway. Right. You understand me? Listen, man, the black woman is the most beautiful woman on this earth.
Right.
You understand me? You got 12 tribes, man, to pick from. Then you go to North Town, they got the Mexicans. You understand? You go down Badlands, they got the Puerto Ricans, man. You go to DR, Dominican Republic, man. They got those beautiful Dominicans. Like, goddamn, you may not like the Judites, man. They may talk a little much, too much, man. You understand? You may cuss you out too much. All right, cool. No sweat, man. You got your Colombians over there. You understand me? Like we are that holy unto the Most High God, and our women are special, but they don't know it. You understand me? And without this Bible, without this book and the commandments that's in this Bible, that is like we just living like the Walking Dead. You understand me? The black woman don't know that she should not date outside of her race. You understand me? And the black man think, it's okay when you become a NBA basketball player. And this is really most men. You understand me? Most black men. Like, you go ahead and you make it in the NFL, you make it in the NBA, MLB, whatever the case may be, and you take those millions of dollars, right? Remember, our black women are in hell. You understand me? Ain't grow up with fathers, all right? Grew up in the projects, grew up in the hood, in the ghettos, being raped, molested, and it's such an evil thing, right? For our men to go out and take a woman that is not of his family, and then she gonna inherit all that money. You understand me? See what happened to Tiger Woods? Listen, that oppressor destroyed his career. You understand me? Because we are not supposed to deal with these other nations. Point blank, period. So abomination unto the Most High God. Like, goddamn, black man, you inherit some money. Let the black woman inherit some of that black money, man. You understand me? Let her go ahead and inherit that. Like, these oppressors inherit the earth. You understand me? The whole world. All right. And God, the Most High, is giving us the blueprint right here. All right. Keep it in house. Keep it within your own nation. Keep it within your own family. Gather together. Don't go outside. Stay inside, man. You understand me? And staying inside will keep you away from the traps that is outside. All right. Let's read on.
For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Go ahead.
Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even if they all married wives of their own kindred.
See that, man? They married wives of their own people. All right, from their own bloodline. Read on.
And were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land.
See that? That's how you be blessed, right? Drop that. Right. Let's go to Judges, the 16th chapter. All right, that's how we be blessed. We be blessed by obeying what God told us to do. You understand me? And be loyal to our people. That's the problem with us in America. Like, we don't have no loyalty towards our own people, and that's the problem. The Chinese have loyalty, man. That's how they have, Chinatowns in every main city. All right. The Arabs, they have loyalty, man, to their people and their own religions, Islam. You understand me? The Africans down southwest or Upper Darby, they have loyalty towards their people. They love their people. That's why they prosper. You look at us as a nation of people that been through hell, ups and downs. You understand me? Pain and more pain. George Floyd, Philando Castillo, Breonna Taylor. And we see all this that is happening to our people, and we are still not loyal to our people and our king. You understand me? The other nations are prospering right now because they love their own people and they know how to stick together. You understand me? And because they know how to stick together, they are right. You look at us in America, man, we are completely destroyed as a nation of people. Why? Because we run away from this book. We run away from brotherhood. We run away from sisterhood. And most of all, we run away from loyalty. You understand me? The Most High God said in Isaiah, right? He said he was a husband unto us. He protected us. He guided us, man. He gave us leadership. He gave us his understanding. And most of all, he gave us the Ark of the Covenant. And yet, we didn't forsook the Most High God by joining with these other nations, by partaking in their holidays, and by taking their wives, man, to be our wives and taking the other nations to be our husbands. We have forsook the covenant of the Most High God. And now we are in a terrible condition in this place called America. So now we're going to get into a black man, all right, by the name of Samson. All right, he was one of the strongest men alive until he went against God and he made the biggest mistake in his life. All right, so we're going to read about this man and understand why the Lord gave us statues inside this Bible so we won't fall into deep holes and deep traps. All right, let's start at Judges 16 and verse 1. All right.
God, Judges chapter 16 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then went Samson to Gaza and saw there an harlot and went in unto her.
Uh-huh.
Verse 2. And it was told the Gazites, saying, Samson is come hither.
Mm-hmm.
And they compassed him
Mm-hmm.
and laid wait for him all night in the gate of the city.
Mm-hmm.
And were quiet all the night, saying in the morning, when it is day, we shall kill him.
So now they saying, listen, man, once the sun come up, right, we got to kill him, man. We got to get him up out of here. Go ahead.
God, verse 3. And Samson lay till midnight and arose at midnight and took the doors of the gate of the city
Go ahead.
and the two posts and went away with them, bar and all, and put them upon his shoulders and carried them up to the top of the hill that is uprung. And when it came to pass afterwards that he loved the woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah.
Now, here we go, right? And it came to pass afterward that he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and said, entice him and see wherein his great strength lieth.
Now the Lord of the Philistines said, entice him, meaning tame him up, right? And see wherein his great strength lieth, right? And let me tell you something about these other nations, all right? Number one, Samson had no place dealing with Delilah, man. You understand me? Because she was a heathen and she was not of his family. And now heathens will never be loyal to us. You understand me? The other nations, like, it is in their spirit, you understand me, to love their own people. Right fast, get me on every beast loveth his kind and the Apocrypha. You know, I'm going your diet. All right, give me 1 second. I'll find it for you. All right. Hold Samson. I'm coming right back there. All right. Go to Ecclesiasticus, the 13th chapter. All right. And I'll start at 15.
God. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13 and verse 15. Every beast loveth his kind.
Go up to 13.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter 13 and verse 13. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrow. When thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep. Love the Lord all thy life, and call upon him for thy salvation. Every beast loveth his like.
So every beast loveth his like, meaning his kind. Read on.
And every man loveth his neighbor.
And what?
And every man loveth his neighbor.
And every man loveth his neighbor. Meaning what? The other nations love their people. Every man loveth their neighbor. They love their people. And that's why the other nations, the heathens, they prosper. And we do not. Read on.
All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like.
See that? A man will cleave to his like, his kind. his family, his bloodline, his people, his beasts. Read on.
What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb?
Read that again.
What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb?
Listen, in this context, right? We are the wolf, right? No, I'm sorry. The other nations are the wolf, and we are the lamb, right? If you are a lamb, then you don't want no fellowship with that wolf. Why? Because the wolf is going to eat you for dinner. You understand? You got wolves, man. They stand together. The lambs, they are together. When the wolf come, what do the lambs do? You die. They run. Zoom!
Right.
You understand me? It's time for them to go because the wolf is coming to eat the lamb or the lambs. Let's read on.
So the sinner with the godly.
Uh-huh.
What agreement is there between the hyena and a dog?
Mm-hmm.
And what peace between the rich and the poor?
Uh-huh. And what peace between the rich and the poor? Go ahead.
As the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness,
Mm-hmm.
so the rich eat up the poor.
Listen, the rich eat up the poor every single day. Your pastor eat up the poor. Take all of their money.
Right.
Take all of their 10%, and on some cases 20, 30%. You understand me? Juneteenth. What the hell you think Juneteenth was about? The rich eating up the poor, taking every dime from the poor. What the hell you think the 4th of July was about? Man, how much money they made, man, during that whole weekend?
Right.
Millions of dollars. And the funny part about it, right? We so broke. We could barely, support our family. But when these holidays come around, man, we figure out a way, man. We figure out a way to get some turkey on Thanksgiving. You understand me? We figure out a way to get some firecrackers, man. Not knowing that they are eating off of us. Remember, we built America, not them. Just like how we built Egypt, we built America. And the rich, they eat off of us every single day. Read on.
As the proud hate humility,
Mm-hmm.
so doeth the rich abhor the poor.
The rich hate the poor. Read.
A rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends,
Mm-hmm.
but a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends.
Go ahead.
When a rich man is fallen, he hath many helpers.
Mm-hmm.
He speaketh things not to be spoken.
Right. See that? Like if you rich, everybody is going to jump on the bandwagon. Hey, that's Pastor so-and-so. Man, hey, you Bill Cosby? Are you rich? So all right, you can do 2 years and then you come home. You understand me? Can you imagine if that was a poor man and he couldn't afford a lawyer?
Right.
Man, he'll still be in there for the rest of his life.
Right.
You understand me? What is the point here, right? The rich will always hate the poor. The wolf will always come at the lamb. You understand me? The proud will always hate the humble. The oppressor will always hate us. They will always seek a way to come up off of us. You understand me? Every beast loveth his kind, except for the Israelites. And that's the problem. You understand me? The Jewish man and woman, they loveth the Jewish man and woman. And look at them. They own the diamond districts, man. You understand? They own moving companies. They own tons of businesses and bringing in, millions of dollars and passing the businesses down to their sons and their daughters. Let's go back to the book of Judges, right? Us joining with these other nations is like the lamb trying to hang out with the wolf. God damn, we trying to hang out with a lion. When the lion, like, I want to eat. You understand me? I want to eat you. The oppressor is the lion. You understand me? Go back to Judges, let everybody know where you at.
Judges chapter 16, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and said unto her, entice him,
Mm-hmm.
and see wherein his great strength lieth.
Now let's see if this woman is going to show Samson, right, some loyalty. They said entice him and see wherein his great strength lieth. Go ahead.
And by what means we may prevail against him.
What can we do to overcome him? Why? Because he's so strong. He's so mighty. You understand me? Samson was one of those brothers, man. Had muscles all the way out there. You understand me? Abs and all that. And every time the enemy came to destroy him or to overtake him, listen, it'd be just him. There'd be like 30 people. He's knocking them all out. You understand me? Every single one of them. Going out.
Because scriptures say that he killed 1,000 Philistines with the jawbone of just like donkeys.
I'm trying to tell you, man, that brother was strong. And if I could, right? And it's so important to understand this because your strength, it comes from God. And as we read of this story, right? And when we go against God, he takes away that strength. He takes away the ability to destroy 1,000 enemies. He takes away your strength to endure pain, to endure suffering. You understand me? Our strength, our abilities, man, it comes from the Most High God, right? To be strong, to be mighty. Like any father, right? He will give you his strength. He will give you his abilities, man. Think about Christ. You understand me? How Christ was so powerful. And what made him so powerful was that he was the ultimate brother to his people and to his people only. And what was also so amazing about our King Yahweh Mashiach, right? He was loyal to his people until the end. You understand me? Even until he was crucified. He was loyal to his people. And I say he was loyal to his people because he could have said, Lord, get me up out of here. I'm done. But he decided to suffer for his family. So his family can come out of this hellhole that we are in today in America. And Samson was a man that was full of strength, man. Full of, ability. Knew how to fight. Knew how to overcome all his enemies. And let's find out if that was taken away from him due to him not being obedient unto the Most High God. Let's continue reading.
And we may bind him to afflict him, and we will give thee every one of us 11 pieces of silver. It's like 1,100 pieces of silver.
Listen, you see these other nations, they always trying to plot. You understand? You see a strong black man. Now, of course, today in America, they plot like, oh, he's so strong, man. We got to get him on that basketball court. Man, he can throw that ball. Man, we got to get him on, that football field. Man, he can hit that baseball. Man, we got to sign him on the MLB. During this time, right, if you were so strong and the Philistines knew that the Most High was with them, and if you are so strong, now I got to figure out a way to bring you down. And at one period of time, we were strong, man, until we joined with the other nations. Your civil rights movement, man. And when we integrated with them, we lost everything. There is no black hospitals, not one. Instead of us policing our own communities, now we have the oppressor policing our neighborhoods. And because they are policing our neighborhoods, they can kill us. They can put their knees on our necks for 9 minutes. They can run inside our houses and kill our woman like Breonna Taylor. And they can get away with it. Why? Because we wanted to join with them. We wasn't okay with just, family on family, blood to blood, flesh to flesh, bone to bone. Martin Luther King and that whole civil rights movement, man, destroyed us as a nation and people. We had a Black Wall Street, man, and we were able to prosper. The black dollar stayed right there. And now you take a look at us today. Hey, the second we get $1, hey, we spending that on Amazon. You understand me? Who the hell you think getting that money, the oppressor? We're going to Walmart. We're going to Target. We don't have a block of businesses. We don't have it because we joined with the other nations. And that's why it's so important and it's so key to understand, man. We can get it back, but it's only one way to get our strength back. And that's to obey the commandments of the Most High God. We are down right now, but you think the Lord gonna cast us out forever? No, he said in the book of Lamentations, that he will not cast away the Israelites. If we come back to him and obey him, man, we'll be stronger than ever. You understand me? Stronger than ever. And the other nations, like right here, the Philistines, right? Man, they looking for a way to plot against this man because they knew God was with him. Let's read on.
The book of Saints, the book of Judges, chapter 16, and verse 6.
Go ahead.
And Delilah said to Samson, "Tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy strength lieth."
See now, right there, she showed that she was not loyal to that brother. Which is why I said he had no parts even lying with her and taking her to be his wife. Now she said, listen, tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy great strength lieth. Read on.
And wherewith thou mightest be bound to afflict thee.
And wherewith thou mightest be bound to afflict thee. Read on.
And Samson said unto her, "If thou bind me with 7 green whips that will never dry, then shall I be weak and be as another man."
See that he said, and Samson said unto her, right, if they bound me with seven green wines, right, that were never dried, then shall I be weak and be as another man. Meaning, then I'll be just like every other man. Anybody else? Read on.
Then the lords of the Philistines brought up to her 7 green wives, which had not been dried, and she bound him with them.
So now her whole plot is, man, let's go ahead and get him. You understand? You see, like her people came to her, like set them up. You understand? It's almost like if you from Philadelphia, they know South Philly ain't where is that, man. You understand? You gotta watch those bros in South Philly. You understand me? This remind me of South Philly. You understand me? But in this case, it's like he's dealing with a stranger, right? Because a black woman, listen, I know the black woman can be rough. I get it. But it's some things the black woman ain't gonna do. You understand me? It's some things these other nations will do. Especially Becky. You understand me? Especially these African women. Now, he told her that, and she's like, all right, let's try it. Let's see if I can take his strength away from him. Read on.
Now there were men lying in wait, abiding with her in the chamber. And she said unto him, "The Philistines be upon thee, Samson." And he brake the wives as a thread of tow is broken when he toucheth the fire, so his strength was not known.
See that he was so strong. It was like, listen, his strength wasn't on. He broke through. Like, you understand me? That's a mighty man right here. Mighty man of the Most High. Read on.
And Delilah said unto Samson, "Behold, thou hast mocked me and told me lies. Now tell me, I pray thee, wherewith thou mightest be bound."
See that? And now she's just plotting. Man, she like, man, listen, you just lied to me, man. You mocked me. You told me your strength was here when it wasn't. Then if I'm Samson, right, and if you told her that should have been a sign right there. You understand me? That you can't trust her because she's going back to her own people to set you up so they can completely destroy you, man, and devour you. Read on.
And he said unto her, "If they bind me fast with new ropes that were never occupied, then shall I be weak and be as another man."
See that? Now Samson, man, Samson is playing the game right now. You understand me? He said, listen, if they bind me fast with new ropes, right, that were never occupied, meaning they were never used, right, then shall I be weak and be as another man. And then the enemies can come and they can come destroy me and do whatever the hell they want to do with me. Read on.
Verse 12. Delilah therefore took new ropes and bound him therewith, and said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And there were liars in the wait abiding in the chamber, and he brake them from off his arms like a thread.
Right. So listen, you got men hiding. They are hiding, waiting for the opportunity to get rid of this black strong man. You understand me? And you tie this up to how the oppressor played the black man and black woman against one another. You understand me? Like how the Philistines is plotting. Right fast, get me when the Lord said, how can a man enter into a strong man's house? Give me that right fast. The oppressor played us against one another. Instead of living in a society when you have black love, Hispanic love, First Nation man and woman love, now you have a people that won't and that can't love one another, but will hate one another. You understand me? When the Lord created the black man and black woman, he created us, man, to be tight. When I say tight, man, to be together. You understand me? To be like, like we bond up together and nobody can break this apart, right? When the oppressor said it was okay for a man to divorce his wife, it's okay for a woman to divorce, her man. It's okay for, y'all to leave one another. What we don't know nor understand is that they were plotting against us. You understand me? Because if you have black marriages, right, and black families coming up and loving one another, man, that's special right there. That is absolutely special. And when you look at our people today, man, it's like, man, god damn, we can't even get along. You understand? You got the black woman beef against the black man. Black man hate the black woman, so now he go date or deal with somebody outside his race, not knowing that the oppressor plagued us against one another. Read what I called for out.
Matthew 12 and 29.
All right, we have Matthew 12 and 29. Go ahead.
Or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods?
How can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods? Go ahead.
Except he first bind the strong man.
Except he do what?
First bind the strong man.
See that? It's only one way anybody can enter into your house. You take away that strong man. That strong man is that black man. You understand me? I'm not talking about a black man that's smoking weed. I'm not talking about a black man that's on drugs, that's selling drugs. I'm talking about a black man that knows how to lead a house. Knows, man, that his house needs order. His house needs discipline. His house needs leadership. His house needs guidance. You understand me? Only one way they can bind a strong man. First, you get him out the way.
Right.
You understand me? Section 8 housing. Housing authority. Technically, a man ain't supposed to be in that house. Or he can't be on the lease. Or if he is on the lease and if he's working, man, she's going to have to pay some hell of a rent. Now, you think about that right there. That right there is like, it gives the woman so much power over that black man when she's mad or when she's upset, it's get out. Get out. This is my Section 8 house. I own this. I'm on the lease. You not knowing that the oppressor don't want a black man in that house. He don't want those kids to be raised up the right way. He don't want discipline in that house. Right. He don't want real love in that house. So what he do? He bind the strong man, put him in prison, 20 years. Now his kids, man, you see his kids after that, man, they done been molested. They done been raped. They drug addicts, man. Why? Because a woman cannot raise kids on her own. You understand me? You need the woman and you need the man. You understand me? The man need the woman. The woman need the man. Without loyalty, without real love, now that house is completely destroyed. Read that again from the top, brother.
Matthew chapter 12, verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
Or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house?
How can one enter, right? You telling me somebody can just enter inside your home? No. No, before they do that, they got to do something. Read on.
And spoil his goods,
Mm-hmm.
except he first bind the strong man.
See that? First he bind the strong man, that black man. Go ahead.
And then he will spoil his house.
See that? And then he spoiled his house. Take all the goods that was inside there, man. Those kids was being raised up the right way, man. Had a man up in there, and then man is not there no more. And now all the goods, everything then turned sour. You understand me? Now that's a sour house. Nobody is disciplined. Kids don't what the hell they wanted to do. You understand me? Because it ain't no man to tell them no. You understand me? And now everything is just sour. Sour as hell. Is any more on that?
That's it, sir.
All right, let's go back to Judges. Let everybody know where you at, please.
Judges chapter 16 verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
And Delilah said unto Samson, Hitherto thou hast mocked me and told me lies.
Man, she like, man, you liar, man. You told me this was your strength. You liar, you keep mocking me. I can't stand you. And in her mind, it's like, I'm going to get him one day. One day, I'm going to get him. And he is going to tell me where all his strength lieth. Read on.
Tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound.
Uh-huh.
And he said unto her, if
Read
thou
that
weep,
again.
Caesar,
Read that last line again.
Tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound.
Mm-hmm.
And he said unto her, if thou weavest the 7 locks of my head with the web.
Now, can you imagine Samson, right? You know, he had a long day. Maybe he was strong those 2 days on his diet. You understand me? He ain't tell her where his strength lies, right? Then can you imagine, man, just laying on her chest? Oh, man, I'm just tired. You know, enough is enough. Samson right here is having a weak moment. A weak woman. You understand me? A weak moment. And now this woman is going to take the opportunity, right? And find out where his strength is and take that second to completely destroy that brother. All right, let's read on.
Verse 14. And she fastened it with the pin and said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee.
Read that again.
And she fashioned it with the pin and said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee.
See that? He said, the Philistines be upon thee. Go ahead.
Samson. And he awakened out of his sleep and went away with the pin of the beam and with the web.
Mm-hmm.
And she said unto him, how can thou say, I love thee, when thy heart is not with me?
Now she said, right? How can thou say, I love thee, right? When thy heart is not with me. Go ahead.
Thou hast mocked me these 3 times.
See that? You lied to me 3 times. Go ahead.
And hast not told me wherein thy great strength lieth. And it came to pass when she pressed him daily with her words, and urged him, so that his soul was vexed unto death, that he told her all his heart.
So now he's weak. You understand me? So now his soul is so vexed, right? And now he told her all his heart. Now, was that the right thing to do? No. And I'm going to tell you why, right? Give me Micah chapter 7 and verse 5, right? Micah 7 and verse 5. His soul is so vexed, and now he just is letting it all out. You understand me? As a man of God, right? You want to learn that when you are weak, you are strong. You understand me? When you feeling like you don't have no confidence, when you feeling like you are going through so much pain, you are being, pushed, man, so low, like you so down to the ground, that is not the time for you to show weakness. You understand me? And she vexed his soul, and he was so weak He felt bad that he lied to her those 3 times. And then he let it out. All right. Go ahead and read Micah 7:5.
Micah chapter 7 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Trust ye not in a friend. Put ye not confidence in a God.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
Now, what is the Lord saying here? Don't tell your woman everything. You understand me? Don't be pouring out your soul. You understand me? Your heart, running your mouth, telling her all your business. You can't do that if you are a non-emotional man. Now, if you are emotional, then when you're going through something, you tell your woman everything. For what? For her to use it against you in the future. You don't do that. You understand me? As a man of God, you maintain your discipline when your spirit is vexed, when you are feeling weak, when you are feeling out of it. You understand me? The Lord said this, right? Keep the doors of thy mouth, right, from her that lieth in thy bosom. Meaning, don't be telling that woman that you lay down with every night all your goddamn business. Samson, he made this mistake. He was never supposed to tell Delilah, man, where his strength lieth. He was supposed to keep the doors of his mouth. Keep those doors closed. Closed. You understand me? Now, of course, you can tell your woman some things, but it wouldn't be wise to tell her everything. You understand me? Read that again from the top, you're dying. Micah 7:5.
Micah 7 verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Trust ye not in a friend. Put ye not confidence in a God.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
See that? Right there. Right there. Keep the doors from her that lieth in thy bosom. All right, let's drop that. Let's go back to Judges, Yediah.
Judges chapter 16 and verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
That he told her all his heart.
See that? He told her all his business. All right. All that was on his mind. He told her everything. Read on.
And said unto her, there have not come a razor upon my head.
See that, man? A razor never came upon his head. Go ahead.
For I have been a Nazarite unto God from my mother's womb.
See that? And if you know anything about being a Nazarite, right? A razor cannot come upon your head. Now, you could be a Nazarite and not drink wine. You understand me? Or not cut your hair. You understand me? If you're a Nazarite, now, of course, if you're Israelite, right, you can trim down your hair. But if you are a Nazarite, you can't do that at all. You understand? You can't trim it down, right? A razor can never come upon your head at all. You understand me? So he was a Nazarite. And he said, there has not come a razor upon my head. Read on.
If I be shaven, then my strength will go from me.
Oh, man. Come on, Zach. Man, what the hell you doing, bro? Man, he said there, but he telling this heathen woman everything. You ain't even supposed to tell a black woman everything. God damn, let alone a heathen woman. He said, if I be shaven, God.
If I be shaven, then my strength will go from me.
See, that all my strength is going to be taken away from me, man. Because if you're a Nazarite, you cannot shave your hair. You cannot trim down your hair, right? When you make that oath, you cannot break it. You understand me? Like any disobedience, right? God can be with you. He can walk with you many days, brother and sister. You understand me? The Lord can be with you just like how he was with Moses, how he was with Aaron, he was with Paul and, Esther and Ruth, right? The Lord can be with you. When I say he can be with you, meaning the spirit of the Most High God can be in you, inside of you, man. It is the spirit that gives you strength, man. It is the spirit that gives you courage. It is the spirit, man, that gives you, you not being afraid. You not being scared of every little thing. It is the spirit that gives you faith, man. Right. And the second you disobey God, I'm telling you, man, that spirit can and will be taken away from you. You understand me? It's throughout all the Bible. King Saul, right? The Lord took away his rulership. He took away his power. He took the kingdom away from him because he sinned against the Most High God. Sin can separate you from your God. The 4th of July can separate you from your God, man. You understand me? Eating shrimp and crab and lobster can separate you from your God and from the brotherhood and the pure sisterhood. You understand me? So now this brother right here, man, goddamn, I guess he's lying down her chest to die, and she got him. Mama got him. Probably cooked up some of that good old African food. Who knows? You understand me? Had a long day. Maybe he had a couple of drinks. I don't know. You understand me? And now he's weak, man. He's weak. And because he's weak, only an evil woman will take advantage of her man when she see that he is weak. A down and out broad will say, all right, he's weak right now. Let me strengthen him up. You understand? Let me give him some strength. What you need, man? I'm here for you. I'm going to be supportive of you, black man, my husband, not this woman. He's vaxxed. And he said, if I be shaven, then my strength shall be taken away from me. Let's read on.
And I shall become weak and be like any other man.
And then I'll be weak like everybody else. Those muscles going to go away. All my strength, it's going to go away. Read on.
And when Delilah saw that he had told her all his heart.
See that? She felt it then, man. Man, she said, oh yeah, I got him. Goddamn, probably gave him a little tell before that and everything. Got him. And when she saw that he told her all his mind, read on, that's your heart. Your heart is your mind. Go ahead.
She sent and called for the lords of the Philistines, saying.
And now she sent to call for the lords of the Philistines. Now she is about to set them up. Okay. Now Samson don't know that he is about to fall right into a trap. Read on.
Saying, come up this once, for he have showed me all his heart.
Listen, you don't give your mind unto that type of woman. You understand me? A righteous woman can be a defense. A wicked woman can be your fall. You understand me? A heathen woman can be your fall. You could make millions of dollars, and dealing with the wrong person, you could have a wonderful life, wonderful kids and children, and dealing with the wrong person, everything can be taken away from you. Samson had it all, man. You understand? He had it all. Most importantly, though, he had the Most High God, Yahweh. That is the main important thing in life, having the Most High God on your side, man. When every time the Philistines came, they couldn't win because God was with them. The angels was walking with him. Read on.
Then the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and brought money in their hands.
See that? Only a wicked woman, man, will, betray her man like this for some dollars, for a couple of dollars, man. Read on.
And when she made him sleep upon her knees.
She did what?
And she made him sleep upon her knees.
She did what?
She made him sleep upon her knees.
Come on, Samson. What the hell is going on, bro? Man, listen, he knocked out just like this. He died. Man, it's like, boy, he don't, man. To him, it was like, this is comforting, man. I'm so comforted right now. Not even knowing, brother, Swore is coming. She made him sleep before her knees. The hell you doing sleeping like that anyway, bro?
Right.
Read on.
And she called for a man.
And she called for a man. She called for the Philistine man. Go ahead.
And she caused him to shave off the 7 locks of his head, and she began to afflict him.
So now that man came and he cut it off. Man, all this head. What the hell you doing all this head anyway? Chop. chop, chop. You understand me? Cut it off, chop. Now they cut it all off. Read on.
Oh, God. And his strength went from him.
See that? The spirit left him just like that. Now he had no more strength. It left him. When you rebel against God, the strength of God will leave you. And then you will be like anybody else that's in the world. You'll be like anybody else that can't get off of weed. You'll be like anybody else that can't stop smoking cigarettes. You'll be like anybody else that cannot and will not self-discipline yourself. Right. The spirit of the Most High God is very important because we all know where we were without the Spirit of God. Right. Where were we? How did we used to live our lives? Right. What did I used to do? What did I used to eat? Who did I used to have sex with? Where did I used to go out at? All the traps I ran right into, all the deep holes I ran right into. Took L's that took me all the way down. When you come in the truth to serve the Most High God, Yahweh, right? You remember where you were before God and his spirit and his Holy Spirit. And before the angels of God walked with you, man, and guided you and gave you the correct knowledge of the Most High God and gave you the correct wisdom and understanding. You remember where you were before all this, right? And keep in mind this, right? That you can be back there again if the Lord take away his spirit from you. You'll be like just anybody else. Let's read on.
God. And she said, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he awoke out of his sleep and said, I will go out as other times before.
See, that God going to be with me again. He was always with me. I'll be all right. I'm going to go out again. I'm going to whoop their asses, man. Every single one of them, like I always done. Go ahead.
And shake myself. And he wist not that the Lord was departed from him.
Read that again.
And he wist not that the Lord was departed from him.
Go ahead.
But the Philistines took him.
See that? The Philistines took him, man. Why? Because the Lord departed from him, man. You understand me? That got to be a terrible thing, you know, to know that at one point in time, the Lord was with you and then he ain't with you. God damn, that's horrible, man. Hey, that should be traumatic right there. You understand me? God was with me and now he's not with me anymore. Like, can you imagine living without the Spirit of the Lord? You understand me? Without having strength. Living life just so afraid of losing your kids, so afraid of losing your so-called family members, so afraid of losing your friends, your so-called friends, right? And then one day the Lord gives you strength and he put the Spirit on you. And now you say, y'all want to go? Then y'all go and get the hell up out my life because I serve the true living God. I ain't dealing with anybody outside my race. I'm staying within my family and my family only. And then can you imagine God taking that spirit away from you? When goddamn, you used to win all the battles, man. You understand me? Some Christian cat come up to you and they want to battle you. Cut. Then one day you go to battle and now that spirit of separation is not on you anymore. So now you are afraid to battle an oppressor. And then you lose that battle. You understand me? Samson, the Lord was with him. But he rebelled against the Most High God. And when he rebelled against God, as we just read, that the Lord was departed from him. He was alive, but he wasn't strong anymore. Right. Dealing with another nation, dealing with anybody outside your race, it will make you weak. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. We read about King Solomon. The kingdom was split because King Solomon dealt with heathen women outside of his race. You understand me? We were separated because of that. And now you look at us today in America in 2021. When we go outside our races and marry, we forget about Yahweh. And now we serve the oppressor Jesus. We serve a white God and not a black God. Dealing with the other nations, right? We will be weak. Now we will be afraid to say no to Christmas. Why? Because your spouse wants to celebrate Christmas. Why? Because your spouse is white, or he's Japanese, or he's an Arab. So now you take on the religions, right? The religion of an Arab, when we shouldn't be doing such a thing. Dealing outside your race, man, will make us weak as a nation, as a society, and God's chosen people. The Most High departed from that brother, man. And the Philistines, they came and they took him. And can you imagine that woman? She like, see, I got him, you dummy. When goddamn, he would have not been led into that trap if he would have obeyed the Most High God and not went outside his race and married somebody, had sex with somebody that he had no parts of.
Right.
Should have never did that, Samson. Made a mistake. You understand me? The Lord said, righteous man falleth 7 times. But does that mean you keep falling? Absolutely not.
Right.
You fall, you make a mistake. You repent, and you get back. And then it's up to the Most High God if he is going to put his spirit back on you. All right? Let's continue reading.
God. And the Philistines took him and put out his eyes and brought him down to Gaza.
See that, man? He put out his eyes. Now you can't even see. And put him down to Gaza. Go ahead.
And bound him with the fetters of brass, and he did grind in the prison house. Howbeit the hair of his head began to grow again after he was shaven.
So now the hair starts to grow again, right? Right fast, hold that, right? Give me Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. All right.
God.
Obeying God is so key. So key. You understand me? Today, is looked at as a small thing. You understand me? Obeying God, like in Revelation, right? They called it the little book because it's a small thing to people in the world, man. You understand me? When really this book, right? This book that we read out of, man, it should be a big book, a big thing to our people, but it's not. Not knowing that this book is going to bring us out of hell. You understand me? 400 years was a long time, you done?
Right.
God damn. And knowing that we can come out of captivity,
Right.
all we got to do is be obedient to God. God damn, what's so hard about marrying a woman of your own race? God damn, they're beautiful anyway. What's so bad about marrying a man of your own race, black woman? Black men is handsome, man. They strong like Samson. They can run, man. They can spit some good old Jimmy to you. You know you love it anyway. This book right here, man, that I hold with my left hand, this book is the key to our success. Without this book, we have no strength. Right. Without this book, then the Spirit of God is not with us. Do you understand? Read Ecclesiastes 7 and 26.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26.
And
I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is the snares and nets.
Listen, see that, man? That was an African woman, man. Listen, Delilah, man. And I find more bitter than death the woman. Meaning, a woman can be more bitter than death. And death is hard. Hey, you know how many people died this 4th of July weekend? Was gunned down. You know how many people lost their eyes this weekend? Right? Imagine all the people that's dead. You understand me? The Lord that took up out the world, right? And then imagine the Lord said this, right? Read it one more time from the top, Yediah.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26.
Uh-huh.
And I find more bitter than death.
And then the Lord said, I find more bitter than death. Meaning this is more bitter than death. Read.
The woman.
See that? And I find more bitter than death, the woman. Dealing with the wrong woman, black man. Listen. Hell to you. Hell. Dealing with the wrong woman can destroy your life.
Right.
It can destroy your family. Right? Dealing with the wrong woman can make you weak.
Right.
Like Samson. He was strong. But he forgot that she wasn't of his own people.
Right.
And she was of the Philistines. Dealing with the wrong woman, everything can be taken away from you. I'm telling you, man. Dealing with the wrong woman, you could be paying child support forever. Right? Your kids can be taken away from you. Hey, you can lose your job. You can lose your car. Your house can be burned up on fire. Lose everything. Now you're in a shelter. Now you living, in the streets, man. The Lord said, I find more bitter than death the woman. A woman can be more bitter than death. It's like a bitter baby mother. You understand me? She's so bitter. It's like she'll do whatever she can do in her power to make sure that you stay down, black man. And the Lord gave us this book as tools, man. You understand me? He gave us this wisdom so we cannot put ourselves in this situation of death, more than death. The woman. Let's read on.
Whose heart is snares and nets.
Whose heart is what?
Snares and nets.
See that? Where's all your strength, Samson? Where is it? When in her mind, she's plotting to get you killed. She's plotting for a come up. She's plotting for whatever is inside of her mind. Read that last line one more time.
Whose heart is snares and nets.
See that? Her heart is a trap. Her mind, her kind words is going to seduce you. Her heart is snares, nets, man. And then once you are in it, you are trapped. And it's too late. Listen, I'm going to tell you straight up, black man. You watch who you marry. You watch who you have sex with, man. Because the wrong woman can destroy your life. And we read about it throughout the whole entire Bible. Read about Samson and his story. How he thought dealing with that woman was of God when it wasn't. And she waited for the perfect opportunity to bring that king down. Same way when it comes to a woman. You don't deal outside your race. You understand me? We are better than that, black men and black women. We are the chosen people of God. And in this day of time, we need one another. Like the Lord said, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. And this is the time that we are in today. Black men, unite with your people. Black women, unite with your men again. Because without us, without brotherhood and sisterhood, we see where we were, how we used to live. We see where that life took us, man. It took us all the way low, very low. God said, listen, her heart is snares and nets, man. Read on.
And her hands as bands.
See that? In her hands as bands, just waiting for the perfect opportunity to destroy you and tie you up. All right? And you be tied down for 18 years. Read on.
Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her.
Read that again.
Oh, God. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her.
If you please the Most High God, you come in this truth and you obey Him, you will. You may have a wicked woman, right? You may be with a wicked woman, but if you please the Most High God, you want to know what's going to happen? Oh yeah, you will escape from that wicked woman, and now she is somebody else's problem. God damn, you deal with that, brother. Lord be with you. You understand me? Go have fun, man.
Right.
Now she is his problem. You understand me? And one thing that our men struggle with, man, right? Remember, God said you should escape from her, right? Meaning God just freed you from that wicked woman, and you don't take her back. Can you imagine God freeing you from an evil bitch, an evil woman that is just simply trying to bring you down every time, every single time,
Right.
and then you take her back for the kids? No, bro. You take care of your kids, and you leave that thing where it's at, where it belongs. All right, let's read on.
God. But the sinner shall be taken by her.
See that the sinner don't even know you in the trap. You next. I'm trying to tell you, man. You don't even know you next.
Right.
You are the next X. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Right.
The sinner shall be taken by her, man. You understand me? She's gonna take the sinner, but if you serve God, you know, no, that girl, those characteristics, I want no parts of that. No parts at all. You understand me? Right fast. Get me on Ephesians 5 and on 22, man. You understand me? It's so key in these last days, man, to make sure that we stick together. You understand me? Because like all of us are struggling as a people, as a nation. We are suffering. And this book will bring us out of that suffering. All right? Go ahead and read the book of Ephesians 5 and 22.
Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord.
Now, the Lord saying what, right? Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband, right? That's something that's not being taught in America. You understand me? Being submissive, right? Submit to your husband. Give me on 1 Corinthians 11 and 3, right? You submit to your man. You understand me? You don't think that you and the man is equal. Because if somebody run up in that house, right, or try to run up in your house, if both of y'all are equal, then that means you gotta grab the gun and you gotta go out there and shoot. Hell no. Nah, man, you don't feel send your woman out there, brother. The man is above the woman. So when somebody try to come in his house, it is his duty. It is his obligation to protect his goddamn family.
Right.
You understand me? That is what it comes down to. Don't let this oppressor get in your mind, black woman. That, hey, I'm equal to the man. The Lord says, submit unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. Just like how you obey the Lord, you're supposed to obey your man the same exact way. Like Sarah, she called Abraham Lord, man. But it ain't just about calling him Lord. She obeyed him as her Lord, man. You understand me? And this is going to keep black men and black women together. This is going to keep our family together. The oppressor gives us this, oh yeah, black men and black women are equal. Remember how the Philistines plotted to get Samson, right? And imagine this oppressor plotting to destroy the household. Like he said in Matthew, it's only one way he can enter into a strong man's house, with that philosophy and that doctrine and his way of life. And that's to tie the strong man up. You take away that strong man. And now, as a black woman, you don't have no real protection in that home. Now, anybody could enter in. We know damn well, man, that man will say, listen, everybody can come around my daughter. You understand? I got to watch her with my daughter. remember what happened to you. I can't put my children in that same situation. Sometimes, black women, you need to hear no. You need to hear that. It's good for you, man. It stops you from making mistakes. Some days you need that man to say, no, you don't need to hang out with those friends, man. All they do is get high and smoke weed. They go partying. They go places they shouldn't be going. You need a man to say, no, listen, you know I love you, right? You don't need to be hanging around those sisters, man. They are evil. And maybe him saying that, and if you listen to him, man, you won't be in prison with them. Or you won't have herpes with them. Or you won't have AIDS with them. The Lord said, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands. Don't listen to that sister at work saying, oh, man, don't let him tell you what to do. She don't even have a man. And if the Lord said he found more than death the woman, then black woman, that should tell you right there, you shouldn't listen to another woman. You understand? You shouldn't do it. If the Lord said he found more than death the woman, and she's a snare and a net, then maybe she see that you are in a great relationship and she's jealous. And that thing that is inside of her that's trying to convince you to not listen to your man is why she don't have a man. And you don't listen to that. The Lord said, I found more than death the woman, which is snares and nets, man. They want to trap you, man. They'd rather you be in the world, black woman. They'd rather you be so destroyed. They'd rather you be a single mother than for you to have a righteous man that is going to protect you and his household. Read, I'm going to call for, please.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
See that? The head of every man is Christ. Head meaning authority. You understand me? Meaning Christ is in charge of the man, right? Like how I'm not equal to Christ. Like how I'm not equal to Commander General. I'm not equal to General Hyman. I'm not equal to, the generals or the captains that's above me. Equality is garbage, man. Moses wasn't equal to Aaron. Well, Christ is not equal to us. The head, the authority of every man is Christ. Meaning, if you are a black man, you're supposed to not get high because Christ said to not get high. You're supposed to not marry outside your race because Christ said don't marry outside your race. You're supposed to stick together as a nation, as a family, because Christ said, owe no man anything but to love thy neighbor as thyself. Right. And because Christ is the head, he is in charge, a man supposed to obey Christ. Right. Let's read on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Read that again.
And the head of the woman is the man.
See that? In the head, the authority of the woman is the man. A man and woman is not equal. And a woman, a real woman, shouldn't want to be equal to a man anyway. You understand me? Like I said earlier, man, somebody run up in that house, man, you want to put your life on the line? Man, put that pressure on that man. You understand me? It's up to him to protect you, man. Him to guide you and to lead you. The head of the woman is the man. All right? A man and woman is not equal. Right? The Lord said this, right? Let all things be done decently and in order. All right? Let me get on 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. You wouldn't have no order in a house if, you have the woman trying to be the man and the man trying to be the man. Now you got everybody barking orders. Hey, you need to go do this. Oh, no, I said do this. I said I ain't going to work tomorrow. You need to go work tomorrow. Then, come on, man. The Most High is not the author of confusion, man. You understand me? The Lord said all things shall be done decently and in order. There is no order in a house if you don't understand the structure of a house. if you don't understand the order, the authority, who is in charge, who is not in charge, man. You won't understand that. And if you don't understand that, then your house will be destroyed. I'm telling you straight up. You understand me? Then the oppressor is going to bring that philosophy in your house. And you got to think about it, right? If your kids don't see you obeying Christ, black man, or if your kids don't see you obeying your man, black woman, do you think those kids gonna listen to you? If they see you can't listen to somebody else, kids are watching every single thing that you do, man.
Right.
You understand? You're supposed to be a good role model, man, to your children, man. Teach them how to listen, but showing them is better. You listen to your man, black woman, knowing that the Lord said for the head of the woman is the man. And if you're a man, you listen to Christ, man. Don't be selling drugs out of that house, man. You understand me? Don't be pushing your woman to be a whore. Don't leave your woman. You understand me? Show that family that, listen, man, I'm a man of God and I'm a woman of God, and we have order in this house. And because there's order in this house, nobody can enter inside my house. I pray you understand. All right. Read 1 Corinthians 14-34.
1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 34. Let your women keep silent in the churches.
Yeah, humble, man. Our sisters are supposed to be humble. Humility. Read on.
For it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience.
Under what?
Under obedience.
Yeah, they are commanded to be under obedience. Read on.
As also saith the law.
As also saith the law. You understand me? Like how I said earlier, the man obey Christ. Black woman, you be obedient unto your man and obey the Most High God, man. Read on. Any more on that?
Look,
go ahead. Come on.
Verse 35. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home.
Listen, don't be going to like 50 places trying to learn. Ask your husband.
right.
Ask your man. Once again, your husband is the man that you are currently having sex with.
Right.
All right. Nobody ever told you that. I'm going to tell you tonight. All right. Your husband is the man that you are having sex with, because sex is marriage according to the Most High God. Right. So if you are married, then you learn from your man. You let him lead you, man. Walk behind him. Trust him. God damn, you trust him to give you to give him your body. Then if you can give somebody your body knowing that, God damn, AIDS can come from a woman giving the wrong man her body. So obviously you trust him a little bit. Shit, you should trust him a lot. You give a man your body, then give him your heart too, man. You understand me? Give him your mind. Give him your obedience, man. Obey him. And watch how strong he gets, man. Strengthen him. Don't be like on Delilah, man. You understand me? When her man is weak, she wait for the opportunity, man, to cut off his braids so he can lose all his strength. No. Be that woman or if your man are going through something, man, be with him and build him up, man. Be his strength, man. You understand me? Have him, come home after a long day like, damn, man, they didn't whoop my ass at work today. But then I didn't come home to peace. You understand? There's one thing a man don't want to come home to. After having to deal with work all day, then you got to come home and deal with more work. God damn. You're like, man, dang, your supervisor talk to you like nothing. And now you come home, it's like, oh, man, now I got to deal with this dragon. You want to be a helpmate, black woman. All right? Know that he is in charge, and it's righteous that he is in charge. And that the Most High God set up that way. Let's read on.
For it is a shame for women to speak in the church.
Any more on that? All right, no sir. We have any questions? If not, I'm going to wrap it up. All right, no sweat. Most I in Christ. I see y'all next week. Akim, right? And with that being said, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Yediah. All right.
Catching our body short of the throne, man. That being said, we're the Isupk, so out of 1 West 125th Street, all in New York, under Commander General Yohana. Rule for new brother and sister: when a new brother and sister come to the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only to hear the shut yourself with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. You can read about this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. My Isupk, which means 10th in Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offer for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever much like to give, upcoming holy convocation will be the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. The first day of the 7th month, Monday, September 6, 2021. And you can read about that in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 24 and 25. Make sure you check the bulletin board in the hallway, for any events. We have the Midwest Cookout coming out this month in about 2 weeks. We also have the New York Cookout, East Coast Cookout on August 21st. It's a Saturday. And if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirts, handband, and scarf. And with that, I mod you with me to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Admaju, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakatha, Yahshua sorry, means face sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Admaju, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Alatham Ba'ashem Yahushua. Yahshua, with hands down, class dismissed.
All right, no sweat. You know you get locked.
I'm too awesome.
So, all right, no sweat.